Do you know what happens when you take something that's made for kids and try to make it appeal to a more mature audience? Shadow the Hedgehog happens. A game that I thought was really fun and cool when I was a kid. But will I be able to say the same thing after revisiting it? Only one way to find out. Right out of the gate, this game tries way too hard to be cool. There's heavy guitar music in the background, Shadow cocks the barrel of a submachine gun, evil things are happening, he rides a motorcycle, look how cool and edgy this is. Even the box art tries too hard. We've got Shadow front and center, gun in hand, there's Mike Tyson's face tattoo up here, and it looks like Shadow took out a McDonald's for getting his order wrong again. I asked for no pickles. And to be even cooler, selecting something on the menu makes a gunshot sound. The game opens with Shadow having an identity crisis. Who am I? Where did I come from? Who thought giving an anthropomorphic hedgehog a gun was a good idea? Why do I only have one eye? I mean, seriously, look at this. Then suddenly evil, and the main villain of the game, Black Doom, shows up and says, "Give me the Chaos Emeralds and I'll tell you who you are." And Shadow skates off into the city of Westopolis. It's your pretty standard fare for a 3D Sonic game. You move fast, you have a homing attack and spin dash, you collect rings to stay alive, but now you can pick up weapons from dead enemies, meaning guns, most of which are bigger than your body, and some of them look like sex toys, and would you look at that, this sword has ammo! And to set this game apart from other Sonic games, you get to choose to be good or evil, and you get scored based on good or evil things to do, like killing people, or the evil aliens, or breaking things, and each deed fills the red and blue gauges. When the blue one is full, Shadow says,
"Behold the ultimate power!"
And you can use Chaos Control, which sends you flying really fast through a chunk of the level, and when used against a boss, it stops time and makes the game very hard to look at. The red one lets you use Chaos Blast, which is a powerful AoE attack, and it makes Shadow say,
"Death to all who oppose me!"
There are only two other things in this world that try this hard to be cool, but only make you cringe. The title of a Cannibal Corpse song, and me when I was 12. During my first week of 7th grade, I took a pencil and I scratched the word death into my arm, saying to myself, people are gonna see that and think I'm so cool. Looking back on it now, I want to kick my own ass. Being good or evil also dictates the path you take through the story. In the first level, you could either kill all the human soldiers, or the aliens, or just head to the giant ring with a Chaos Emerald in it. For my first run, I went with the hero mission, which moves you along the lower path on this road map of all the levels. Being evil moves you higher, and neutral goes straight forward. So anyway, you kill the aliens, which immediately stops being fun when you have to go back and search the whole level for the one target you missed, and you can also drive cars. They control like ass, don't do it. The next level, you chase down this ship and destroy it, and have you ever heard Sonic the Hedgehog curse before?
Damn, they got away!
Now you have. You got dirty mouth, mister. Now I gotta use the soaps. They say damn a lot to remind you that this game about a hedgehog that goes fast isn't for kids. You blow up the ship, you kill this thing, run through a circus, kill more aliens, fight the same boss again, then Shadow has a flashback to living on a space station with a girl named Maria. This level is called Lost Impact, and it sucks. The level is way too big for its own good, and for the hero mission you have to kill all of these things, some of which are tucked away into very hard to reach places, Every room looks the same. I found the exit but went back to look for the 2 that I missed. Then I fell, which respawned some of them. Then I just said, nope, done, bye, up yours, Maria. That decision led me to another level that I hate, Cosmic Fall. It's not a bad set piece, but there are some parts where you have to jump down onto platforms below, and you can't move the camera up or down to see where you're trying to land, and there's no indication when you have to wait for another platform to show up. And there's one point where the game flat out cheated. In spite of all of that, I made it to the end, fought Black Doom, got all the Chaos Emeralds, Shadow got the answers he was after, and credits roll. So we're done now, right? Wrong! That's only one ending. There are 10 of them, and you have to get all of them to actually beat the game, and every final mission has 2 endings attached to it. You can use the level select to replay the final mission, and make the other choice only to get kicked back to the level select, so you have to play through the entire story a total of 10 times to get all the endings, which means you have to be reminded that they named a city Westopolis no less than 10 times. There is some incentive to following different routes. There's different levels, some objectives are more fun than others, like rushing through as fast as possible as you would in a regular Sonic game. It's kinda like running through fire. The faster you get through, the less burned you get. You meet familiar characters in each level that tell you what you need to do for the good mission.
Hey, Shadow!
I don't have a mouth! I'm slowly starving to death! Please kill me, this is no way to live! You can also ride on this disc thing. It controls like ass, don't do it. Some levels are unique, some are similar to others while still being different, some are the exact same level under different circumstances. Remember Lost Impact? There's a level called The Doom, which puts you in the same place, but this time you can kill all the soldiers, heal all the wounded, or just go straight to the end, which is impossible to find because just like Lost Impact, the level is too big, every room looks the same, and even worse, it loops around on itself. And then it ends in a boss fight with Hedgehog, which is the exact same fight as Blue Falcon in a different arena, and then I actively avoided these 2 levels in subsequent playthroughs because I'd have more fun prying my own teeth out. Speaking of bosses, there's not a big variety of them. I already mentioned the Black Bull and Hedgehog and Blue Falcon, which are the exact same thing. There's also the Egg Breaker, which gets used way more than any other boss, but at least its moveset changes depending on where you fight it, which means you're not forced to listen to...
You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier. You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Every time you fight it. Then there's the final bosses, of which there are 3. There's Black Doom, the Egg Dealer, and Sonic and the Avalon. And if you're wondering why I'm not going into any detail about them, it's because they're all so unremarkable that I honestly can't think of anything to say about them. You just dodge their attacks and hit them until they die. If you're struggling with one, I found a very effective strategy that works on all of them. Find a gun. I had some trouble with this iteration of the Egg Breaker, and once I found out about the turret immediately behind you, I took him down in less than 15 seconds. 'Cause I gotta go fast! One thing I don't get is, how does this game try so hard to be cool? How does it take itself so seriously? And then include a scene where the president stares longingly at a framed picture of 2 cartoon hedgehogs that he keeps on his desk. We were so young, Shadow was so hot, but I knew Sonic was the hedgehog for me when he stuck his big blue fist inside my... If you're going to follow the evil route, you'll mostly be doing what Black Doom tells you. But on the third level, you have to help Dr. Eggman by lighting big torches in his Halloween castle. Somewhere in here, you can ride this flying creature. It controls like ass, don't do it. Black Doom wants you to destroy a lot of things. People, the internet, an entire city by setting off bombs that only stay active for about 7 minutes, and 2 of them I couldn't find for the better part of an hour.
What are you doing? You only have 1 more minute to detonate the bombs.
Where are the bombs? You're the one who set them. You want the city destroyed or not? Tell me where they are! I found them eventually. Then it's off to the Ark where you blow up these things and fight Blue Heavy Falcon Dog. Then you try to assassinate the president with a death laser from space, hitting the White House directly with the president still inside and taking out an entire city at the same time. Then here's the very next thing you see.
Sir, are you alright?
I just got shot directly by a frickin' Death Star. Might need some Advil. You blow up more stuff and fight these guys, and you got another ending. Congratulations, only a lot more to go, and I'm getting tired of this, so here's a quick rundown of every different ending in the game. I'm gonna protect the world. I'm gonna destroy the world. Your work grown in a lab from my DNA. I'm sad now. You're a robot that I made. That's cool, I guess. Time to learn. I'm gonna take over the universe. I'm gonna work for a demon alien. No one can tell me what to do. Karate chop. I'm gonna go live on a space station. Bye. Shadow, why? Because I'm a better hedgehog than you. You're a robot that I made. Didn't we already do this one? You gotta do it again, but a little different this time. Why? Because you, that's why. No, none of that. Shame on you. That's all the endings. We're done now, right? Right? Getting all of the endings unlocks what the game refers to as Last Story. And what happens here is, the Black Comet reaches Earth, Shadow has all the Chaos Emeralds, Black Doom comes and says, give me damn emeralds. All these guys come and say, don't do it. Bad guy takes the things and warps the comet to the planet's surface, everyone gets paralyzed by some gas, and Black Doom says, now these things are gonna eat you. Shadow suddenly doesn't care about his past anymore and runs off after the big bad, leaving all of his friends behind, still paralyzed with these blobby things chomping away at them. And here we have one last level where you just run through as quick as you can and stop to build up chaos control to get past the numerous dead ends. Shadow confronts Black Doom saying, you're not gonna do the bad, and Black Doom says, I'm doing the bad and you're gonna sit there and watch. And so he does. Then Team Chaotix makes an old recording play all over the world, and by that I mean you see a small part of it, then you get a loading screen, and see another part of it, then there's another loading screen, then another part, another loading screen, then Shadow stops being dumb and takes back the emeralds, the butt rock kicks in while he goes Super Saiyan, and you fight Devil Doom. All you do is mash the shoot button to shoot down the floating rocks while keeping enough rings to stay super, shoot him in the eye with a charged shot, then it jumps out of his head and goes to the other one on the other side, rinse and repeat, he dies, Shadow takes the comet back into space and blows it up with the Death Star he got from Wish.com, everyone's happy, and Shadow lives on a space station. The end. For real this time. We're actually done. Finally. The music isn't bad, and most of the levels are designed well, but after 10 playthroughs, I just wanted to get the game over with as fast as possible, but then in every level you get stopped dead in your tracks with,
Hey, Shadow!
I have cholera! And what's with the Chaos Emeralds? They're special collectibles for unlocking the real ending in every other Sonic game, but here they just hand them out like candy. You get one 20 seconds into the first stage, and another one at the end. As for the voice acting,
Stop! Don't move, or we'll shoot!
it sucks. The camera sucks, the vehicles suck, this level sucks, that level sucks, the bosses suck, the missions suck, having to play the game 10 times to beat it sucks, this guy sucks, that guy sucks, this thing sucks, that sucks, this game sucks. I loved it when I was a kid, But now that I'm done making this video, I will never touch it again. If there's one thing I've learned from replaying it now, it's that there are some things that even nostalgia can't save. And you know what the worst part is? Since this smoldering trash heap is a collector's item now, this copy cost me $80. It wasn't worth it.